My name's WARBURTON and I'm the Sponsorship and Corporate Partnership Manager at the Canterbury-Bankstown Bulldogs. So like many young kids growing up, sport is a part of our culture, and I guess it's just something we do on the weekends. But through my high school days and nearing the end of that era, I knew that sport is what I wanted to do moving forward. I just didn't know how to get there, and I knew I was going to do anything to get into the industry. My career in sport started in 2002, which was my first year out of high school. I started at the Parramatta Eels with a certificate in sport and recreation, which was a traineeship at the time, which went over 2 years. It saw me pick up lots of skills in the sporting industry and got to work across 3 or 4 different divisions. After those 2 years at the Eels, I was lucky enough to receive a role in the marketing department, which helped assist the team there in some sales and events. At the end of, I think it was 2005, I moved into a sales executive role at the Eels. So that allowed me to gain my own group of contacts and I guess a business network within sport, which ultimately saw me leave the Eels in the end of 2009 and into the role of sponsorship executive at the Bulldogs. After 3 or so years, I worked my way into the role of sponsorship manager. So a diverse role, but as you can see, stepping stones from one to the other. Like most careers, people can set their sights within an organisation or outside the organisation. Mine was a combination of both. The role of corporate partnership and sponsorship manager at the Bulldogs entails looking after a team of corporate partnership executives, which are responsible for the sales and service of corporate clients. So any businesses in and around Sydney that want to invest in the Bulldogs, and whether it be taking their clients to the football or gaining brand awareness through our matches. The corporate partnership division looks after about 120 businesses or so, and then there's the sponsorship side of the business, which I manage the 15 or so key accounts from anywhere from our cheerleader sponsors up to our major sponsors. Anything business to business comes through the sponsorship and corporate partnership division, and it's I guess it's probably one of the biggest revenue streams for the club. Taking on postgraduate study was always in the plans. Towards the end of my undergraduate studies, I knew that I needed something a little bit more than what I was learning at uni at the time, and by taking on the postgraduate education, it felt like everything I was doing at work was a case study. Everything I could do in my education, whether it be through law or accounting, was happening day to day at work. It was a simple transition, and when you think about it, anyone looking to, I guess, become the best at what they do, it's about education and making sure you're continually learning, and that's probably the main driver towards me taking on postgraduate studies. I believe the Graduate Diploma in Sports Admin can take me to, I guess, other roles within this business, but if not, it broadens my horizons to new adventures down the track. It's given me a great skill set, and in particular in a football business, it touches on all pillars from accounting to law to event management, and more importantly governance, so understanding who makes decisions and why they make the decisions. I would say that the diversity of the actual course is the main reason that I'll continue to strive to improve my day-to-day goals. Studying at ACPE gives me the flexibility to continue my work. That's the main reason that I chose ACPE, was that the guidelines there aren't saying that I'm going to miss out a certain amount of work hours. It works in and around what I need to do here at work. If I'm here till 8 PM, I know that I can go home, get an hour of study in, I can bring it to work with me, my lecturers are a phone call away. It's just easy to move forward, and I guess it limits excuses, and it's it gives me the results I need. Incorporating the Graduate Diploma of Sports Administration into my work is quite simple, knowing that I can take a bit from each of the subjects and apply it across the board. Whether that be sitting down with my CFO and talking to him about budgeting, forecasting, or planning a new event, or to sports law, and in particular a lot of the current issues around doping in sport. I know that the governance structure around a sporting club is of the utmost importance. Choosing and appointing the right CEO all come into running an efficient sports organisation. They're just a few things that I know that I've improved on by taking on the course and bringing it back into the workplace, and I'm sure there'll be plenty more as I continue my career in sport. I'd recommend the Graduate Diploma of Sports Administration to any individual in a sporting organisation, whatever code, from volunteer level all the way up into senior management. There's something everybody can take out of the course, and obviously the more you apply to the course and relate it to everyday activity within your current workplace, the more you'll get from it. It also gives you a broad scope on other people's skill sets and how to deal with different individuals in the workplace, drawing on their skills and assisting them in areas where you think they might be able to assist it in. Balancing my work load, study load and personal commitments is very challenging, but it can be done. It's about managing your time effectively. I come to work on a Monday morning knowing that I've got a big match on the weekend, but saying that, the study doesn't go away. The assignments are still due. It's about effectively blocking out some time, knowing that you might need a couple of hours, a few nights a week to get that done. But ultimately, it does get done, and it's about prioritising, making sure that you manage your time effectively. For those of you looking at furthering your studies and you're not too sure when or how to get involved, my biggest piece of advice would be just do it. Sign up if you're considering studying, and in particular at ACPE with this postgraduate study like I'm doing. Just do it, fill the paperwork in, talk to your workplace about it, see how they can assist, and get involved, because once you're enrolled you are, and if you're thinking about education then you're more than likely committed to it, and it's going to take you a long way in your career.